Tinsley, and I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I actually graduated last May with a degree in Justice Studies. In this upcoming May, hopefully I'll have completed all my psychology credits, and I'll have 2 degrees. Started off at Gardner-Webb University. Wanted to go to that school for academic reasons, whether I was playing football or not. So I figured, why not go to Gardner-Webb, take a little partial scholarship. I actually knew the coaches for a while here, pretty good friends with them. They wanted me to come here initially, kinda, but they wanted me to be a walk-on. Since I ended up quitting at Gardner-Webb, they heard about it, and they asked me if I'd like to play again. I definitely didn't want to, but why turn down the scholarship? So concussion number 5 happened right here on this field. Remember it like it was yesterday. I dropped back, pass play, tried to find someone that was open. So I scrambled and ran the ball over towards this direction. Just still scanning the field, trying to find somebody as I'm running. And at this point, I kind of just take off and try to get as many yards as possible. Running towards the sideline. I kind of saw number 5 initially, but then I lost my sight of him. Just kind of trying to make the other guys miss. And so when I'm more so paying attention to them, number 5 is still coming. And I keep heading towards the sideline, and next thing I know, kind of make a move, and I cut upfield this way, and that's when he hits me. That was concussion number 5, and ultimately the end of my college football career. My good friend and roommate, Kerryon Moore, star running back here actually, he knew something was off as well. He looked at my eyes, he told me, your eyes don't look right, and he wanted me to sit out of the game, but just a competitive nature. I never really wanted to play football, but when I am playing, I want to win. It's kind of confusing actually. I don't like to play football, but when I'm playing, I go hard. I got hit a few more times, but not too much memory on it. It's hard to speak on just because I don't have the memory of it right now, but I wish I would have came out of the game. After the game, I started crying after the game. I told my mom, I said, I got another concussion. And she kind of got emotional as well. My mom's very emotional. But right then and there, she said, look, I don't want you to play no more. Just the fact that there's unanswered questions, like, why is your body doing this? Is it gonna happen again? Because I always thought, which they say is kind of a possibility when you get one, it's kind of more of a risk that you're gonna get another one. A lot easier. But that was kind of my thought process. Like, dang, is it gonna happen again? Or, am I gonna be the same me that I was? So just a lot of confusion. You're thinking, but not really getting answers to things, and it's kind of like you don't know who you are in a sense. At least for me and my experiences, and it's just not a place that I want to go back to. It's happening to a lot of people now. It's probably been happening, but more people are speaking on it. And I had a great support system throughout all of them, just giving me knowledge on them, and just making sure I'm okay, bringing it up so that we are aware of, the symptoms and I guess the negatives that come along with it. Definitely big headaches, memory loss, confusion, just not really knowing where you are, what you're doing. My emotions were definitely up and down. Sometimes I'd be happy, and sometimes I'd be confused on why I was sad. But they say those are some of the symptoms, just being emotional and not really knowing why you're emotional. But it just left me a little confused, just thinking about it, really, every time I thought about it, I seemed to cry or, you know, at least get teary-eyed. I'm not gonna say I cried too much. Definitely was teary-eyed a lot of times, just thinking about it. Not being comfortable with myself and not feeling like I felt before. Just kind of made me lose it in a way. I kept trying to kind of do the things that I was supposed to do, you know. I didn't really want to recover. I wanted to recover, but I didn't want to recover because I didn't want to play anymore. So it was kind of a way out for me, and I regret that now. Just because that's not really the best way I should have handled it. I don't think I should have got better as soon as I could have for my health, you know. But just looking for a way out, and now I understand. All I had to do was just say I don't want to play anymore. But you know, it kind of affected my thinking, so I wasn't the most logical person at the time.
Talking to him after the game, and then just kind of seeing how he was and his mannerisms and his body language, that's when it's like, okay, hey, we need to go get you to the trainer and let them examine you before the doctors and everyone leave. It was more of a kind of a spacey look. Like, you could just tell that something was going on up there, that it wasn't his normal, like, hey, I'm tired, I get that, but just the look in his eyes, it was, just kind of out there, spacey. And then when we walked him, as we were walking him to the trainer, he got emotional. And so that, I think that is that's kind of a sign of a concussion. And so he was like, hey, like, why are we crying? Are you crying because you're upset? Or are you crying because you're nervous? Like, you know, what's going on? Everybody wants the fairy tale Cinderella story that, hey, I got hurt and come back, we won championships and everything. And we were a championship caliber team. And so I wanted him to be able to experience that, to be able to contribute to that. So it was tough seeing that.
Rod was super compliant. He did pretty much everything we told him to do. He was also one of those that communicated really well about his injury and how he was feeling, which makes our jobs a whole lot easier because we do deal with the athletes that want to get back, so they don't tell us about symptoms, but that wasn't how Rod was. So he made it so that we could work together as an athletic trainer to an athlete, a concussion knowledge person to an athlete. He made my job really easy because he was so open about how he was feeling. Some of it was headache. He did have some vestibular that lasted for a while. I think the headache was the big thing, and I think there was a lot of contributing factors to that, and that was kind of the one that nagged on for a while. We did see some changes in his cognitive on the impact test, which is the computerized neurocognitive test. So we did see some changes in that just never went back to baseline for whatever reason, and so that was also part of it.
Frustration is the biggest word that I use for it. You know, whether it's because I can't remember stuff or because I can't go outside how I normally want to go outside. I got to stay in my room in a dark area. But you know, every concussion that I've had, I've been frustrated, and I know why, but it's kind of not able to be controlled. It's pretty much kind of as you're feeling better, but you gotta take slow steps. So one day I'll have to take a concussion test, different memorization and things like that. Then the next day I'll go to the bike, stationary bike, and then after that I do some on the field running and just different agility things to see if the symptoms come back. And that wasn't going too well for me either, so I was a little hesitant to even want to return it. Based off of that, it was taking a little longer than my previous ones. And I just, it was just uncomfortable. My good friend, actually, Michael Phillips and Jalen Barber, they were the ones mainly telling me, you gotta do what's best for you. And that felt good just to hear from the players to say, like, they understand and they don't want me to play just so they can win, So it was some kind of support within everybody for me. I just always had a dream of helping people and being out in the community and making a difference in people's lives. And of course, you see the movies or the TV shows with all the action, and of course, I wouldn't say I would have fun shooting at somebody, but just the action part of it would always caught my attention, and I feel like it would be perfect for me and the person that I am. I want my nephews to play football. They love football, and my oldest nephew, he always says, I'm gonna play for the Rams when I get to college, and he wants to come to Winston. So a little dream from a 5-year-old, but I don't mind them playing. Just be safe, and I could teach them a little bit of safety tactics that will help them in the future.
So underneath the concrete sky, Lucy puts her hand in